The Securities and Exchange Commission asked the judge to appoint me as receiver in the Aubrey Price case. In this situation, because it was an obvious Ponzi scheme, I was asked to liquidate the assets and then find an equitable way to distribute the assets to the defrauded investors. It was still very difficult for them to believe that this had happened, that it was real.
Now, Melanie and her team call a meeting at the church to give details to the scammed investors, and it is not the good news they had hoped for.
The room was full and they had a lot of questions. From a big picture perspective, most people thought that they still had the funds that they had invested. And we explained, sort of what we knew at the moment. There wasn't much assets left at the time. We were able to obtain the records that $40 million had been invested into this Ponzi scheme and the bank accounts only had $350,000.
Wait, hold up. How much did this man lose?
$40 million was stolen. And there's only $350,000 left behind. That's not a lot.
And one of the things that was so upsetting to me, there was an older woman, late 70s, early 80s, and she kept saying, well, what about my monthly check that I get? And she was like, well, no, you're not going to be getting that anymore. She's like, well, okay, but what about the monthly check? Certainly half of my life is over. But here's somebody, like, how are they, I can go back to work. It's like, how are they gonna get through this?
Pretty hard to get a job when you're my age. They think, oh, you're on your way out, so they're not too confident in hiring you. I ended up working at a grocery store. I just am a shelf straightener. No big thing, but at my age, it's okay, it's fine.